Don't like manhwa? I'm sorry to tell you, but you're already a fan. If you think you do not like manhwa or webtoons, you might want to think again. Thanks to streaming platforms like Netflix, live-action adaptations of webtoons have exploded in popularity, drawing in audiences who may not even realize they are watching a story originally from a Korean comic. Whether it is romance, horror, or action, these adaptations have brought manhwa to the forefront of global entertainment. If you have ever found yourself binging a K-drama or thriller and loving every second of it, chances are you have already become a fan of manhwa, and you just do not know it yet. Live-action manhwa adaptations are dominating the streaming world, offering something for every kind of viewer. Some stay incredibly faithful to their source material, while others make necessary adjustments to better fit the medium of television. Regardless, they all share the ability to captivate audiences with strong stories, lovable characters, and interesting visuals. If you are still skeptical, I would recommend that you take a look at some of the most popular and critically acclaimed adaptations that might just change your mind. The thrilling side of manhwa adaptations. One of the biggest breakout hits on Netflix is All of Us Are Dead, a zombie apocalypse thriller based on the webtoon of the same name. The series gained international acclaim for its gripping tension, well-developed characters, and emotional story. It proves the horror genre's ability to thrive in a serialized format, while bringing a unique Korean twist to the zombie genre. If you enjoyed this series, you are actually enjoying a manhwa adaptation without even realizing it. Another standout is Strangers from Hell, also known as Hell is Other People. This psychological thriller dives into paranoia and human depravity, centering around a young man who moves into a creepy and evil apartment complex. The live-action adaptation made some big changes from the webtoon, but these alterations helped make the overall story better for live action. The eerie atmosphere and stellar performances from the lead actors cemented this as a must-watch for thriller fans. The original webtoon is equally terrifying, using its unique visual style to heighten the claustrophobic horror. For those who love action-packed supernatural horror, Sweet Home is another exceptional adaptation. Based on the webtoon by Kim Carnby and Hwang Yeom-chan, this series follows a group of survivors trapped in an apartment complex as they fight off monstrous transformations. The Netflix adaptation received praise for its intense action sequences, emotional depth, and impressive special effects. It is yet another example of how manhwa is a rich foundation for thrilling, unforgettable live-action experiences. Heartfelt stories that started as webtoons. Romance has always been a staple in both K-dramas and webtoons, so it is no surprise that many beloved adaptations come from this genre. Marry My Husband is a prime example of a webtoon-turned-drama that captured audiences with its intense revenge plot. The series follows a woman who, after being betrayed by her husband and best friend, gets a second chance at life to rewrite her story. It is an enjoyable mix of romance, drama, and emotional catharsis that keeps viewers hooked. Some other great manhwa adaptations are True Beauty and My ID is Gangnam Beauty, which are both stories that tackle beauty standards and self-acceptance. The live-action versions stay true to the webtoon's core themes, exploring the pressures of societal expectations in a heartfelt way. Fans of romance dramas with a message will find this adaptation both touching and thought-provoking. The original webtoon adds even more depth to the protagonist's internal struggles, making them worth checking out even if you have already watched the drama. For those looking for something whimsical and heartwarming, Mystic Pop-Up Bar blends fantasy and drama seamlessly. This adaptation of the webtoon Twin Tops Bar follows a woman who helps troubled souls resolve their unfinished business in the afterlife. The mix of supernatural themes, humor, and heartfelt storytelling made it a standout series. It is a great example of how manhwa adaptations can offer unique stories that go beyond the typical romance formula. hidden gems, and must-watch adaptations. Beyond the major hits, there are plenty of lesser-known but equally fantastic adaptations that deserve recognition. Navalera, a touching drama about an elderly man pursuing his dream of becoming a ballet dancer, is one such gem. The webtoon's emotional story translated beautifully into the live-action format, resonating with viewers who appreciate heartfelt, character-driven narratives. It proves that manhwa is not just about action and romance. It can also tell deeply personal and inspiring stories. This kind of imaginative storytelling is what makes manhwa adaptations so exciting, because they bring fresh, creative ideas to the screen that might not be as common in Western media. Another noteworthy adaptation is A Good Day to Be a Dog, which has a unique premise blending romance and fantasy. The story follows a woman cursed to turn into a dog whenever she kisses someone, adding a lighthearted and comedic twist to the traditional romance drama. This kind of imaginative storytelling is what makes manhwa adaptations so exciting, because they bring fresh, creative ideas to the screen that might not be as common in Western media. Of course, not all manhwa adaptations come from Korea. Heartstopper, a beloved British series, started as a webcomic before being adapted into a Netflix show. Its wholesome LGBT+ romance and coming-of-age themes struck a chord with audiences worldwide, proving that webtoon-based stories can transcend cultures and be loved on a universal level. Whether you are a fan of heartwarming love stories or intense thrillers, there is a manhwa adaptation out there for you. If you have watched and enjoyed any of these live-action adaptations, you are already a fan of manhwa. You just might not have realized it until now. Webtoon-based stories have become a cornerstone of modern entertainment, offering enjoyable narratives across multiple genres. Whether it is horror, romance, drama, or fantasy, these adaptations prove that manhwa is a storytelling powerhouse with something for everyone. If you have ever found yourself engrossed in a K-drama or a thrilling Netflix series, chances are the story you loved originated from a webtoon. The next time you are looking for something to watch, why not dive into the source material? You might just discover your next favorite story and finally admit that you are a manhwa fan after all.